All of you wondering where the guys are coming from. Tip's going to be controlled by the Benton Lady Tigers as Rebecca Thompson calls in that ball. Laura Owen feeds it down into her teammate Lulu Perry, who goes baseline and lays it up and in for the first bucket of the night.
Great penetration by Lulu.
Coming back the other way, we got a man-to-man defense by Benton. Running the play for them is Tangela Landry. She's guarded by Katrina Richards, stepping out just past the circle, trying to cause some distance. That ball's going to be taken away by Laura Owen in the corner. And Solana George's pass a little bit too soft, and Laura Owen's going to step up and take it away. Owen at the other end is going to take a long-range three-point shot. It's going to be off the mark. And the black jersey is going to come up with the basketball. Running the point this time is going to be Talana George for the Lady Vikings. She's guarded by Laura Owen again. Still man-to-man defense by the Lady Tigers. The Vikings trying to get a little movement, trying to find the open man. They're going to kick it out top of the key to Tony Woods. They're going to bring it to the near side to Tangela Landry now. Nice penetration, but the shot's going to be short, and Laura Owen picks up her first rebound of the night. So here in the early going, it's Benton by 2. Laura Owen bringing the ball up the floor for the Lady Tigers. Lulu Perry asking for the ball from the corner. Shot's going to be a little bit too long. Allie Dillon can't come up with the rebound. Got to find the man, almost coming back on transition defense. And we're going to have our first whistle of the night. Referee, I knew he called something weird. He called number 11. I knew Lulu wasn't out there on the floor yet, so referees had to talk it over with the scorer's bench, get the foul called on the right person. So the foul is called on Allie Dillon.
Good rebound on Rebecca Thompson's part.
There we go. Use that body underneath there, block out, and get the easy rebound. So 2-1 here in the first quarter. Lulu Perry going to run the point this trip up the floor. Looks like the Lady Vikings try to run a little zone defense, trying to clog up the middle. Lulu Perry, a little 15-footer baseline shot doesn't go, and looks like Allie Dillon's going to be whipping for her second foul as she goes over the back. Close at both ends because we're got a charge called against the Lady Vikings. Foul's going to be called on Tangela Landry. That'll be her first.
That was a good job on Lulu's part. Stand there taking it. You know, a lot of teams don't practice taking those charges like they should.
Katrina Richards is going to be called for the travel at the other end, so a turnover by the Lady Tigers. We'll give Northside the basketball again. They're down by 1 with 3 minutes off the clock here in their early going. Another missed shot by the Lady Vikings as Tangela Landry's three-point shot off the mark. Lulu Perry hauls in the rebound. 1-2-2 zone defense by the Lady Vikings. Trying to close it down there in the lane. Maddie Sessions on the far block asking for the ball. Just didn't see her in time. So Laura Owen's going to go to the far sideline. They get the ball working inside, and Lulu Perry's going to be called for a travel. Looks like Lulu Perry.
I don't know. That was unusual.
Not exactly sure what's going on. Another missed shot. Northside still looking for their first bucket of the night. Oh, nice pass by Laura Owen. Gets it out in front. And they're going to call jump ball.
I think that was a good call.
Perry's second one. She goes 1 for 2 from that free throw line that time. So helps her team out to a 2-point lead now. It's 3-1 with 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Danielle Rogers in the basketball game for the first time tonight for the Lady Vikings. Ball comes to the near side. Tangela George takes another outside shot.
Another rebound by Laura Owen.
I think probably the best thing for Coach Ward's team right now is the fact that Northside hasn't hit a single bucket from the floor. They've got a free throw, but no field goals.
That was a great half-court pass to Rebecca Thompson by Laura Owen. Really got her the ball in a good spot.
One thing about it is Laura Owen's going to call for a travel on that inbounds play. Nice tight defense by Danielle Rogers. So Benton's going to have to tighten down a little bit. Already a couple of travel calls. Nice penetration right there by the Lady Vikings, but they come up short again, and Benton picks up the rebound as Katrina Richards, one of the shortest girls on the floor, comes up with the ball underneath the bucket. Ball's going to come to the near side. Rebecca Thompson down inside asking for the ball. Owen on the far sideline. They'll rotate it around, find Lulu Perry in the near corner. Her shot doesn't go from the wing. Ball stripped away. It's loose on the floor. Finally coming up with it with the Lady Vikings. And a travel called against Bria Hamilton and the Lady Vikings, so they'll go back the other way. Coach Ward trying to get her team to get some movement away from the basketball. And kick ball is going to give the ball back to the Lady Vikings as it was stripped away by Benton. Lily Perry trying to come up with the loose ball, kicks it out of bounds. Benton still in their man-to-man defense. A little missed assignment. Rogers gets around the defender and lays it up. Little 10-footer, little pull-up shot in the lane. Good for her first bucket of the night and ties the ball game up 3-all. Little missed assignment by Maddie Sessions as she was late to find her player, and she made her pay as they swung the ball around and got it to her, and she got a nice screen from her teammate. Ball nearly taken away as Laura Owen tries to go cross-court with the pass. Somehow Lulu Perry finds the basketball and the goal and puts 2 more points on the board. She's got all 5 of Benton's points here in the first quarter.
Benton's going to have to do a better job defensively, stopping these drives to the middle of the lane.
In all actuality, these teams are pretty evenly matched. I think you do have the standout player in Lulu Perry for the Benton Lady Tigers, but when you just take that away and look at the two teams, they seem like they're pretty evenly matched. I don't know why I want to call them Lakeside. Northside, long-range shot doesn't go, but there for the cleanup work is Bria Hamilton with her first bucket of the night, ties it back up at 5. So with 1 minute, 10 seconds left here in the first quarter, it's 5-5. Laura Owen with the basketball, far sideline. Passes up to Lulu Perry, and she's going to have it taken away. A couple of bodies go to the floor.
A lot of contact.
Danielle Rogers in the lane. She's going to draw the foul. Thompson.
We've got Emma Owen and
Taylor Beckett.
Taylor Beckett checked in, yeah.
Rogers misses the second one, and Emma Owen comes up with the rebound. While Owen finds her teammate Maddie Sessions underneath the goal for an easy bucket and puts Benton back on top by 1, 7-6. Rogers on the far sideline, guarded by Sessions, picks up her dribble. Sessions applying some pressure. I'm going to say the last touch by Sessions. That's debatable.
Yeah, it was. That was a close call.
So with 31 seconds left here in the first quarter, it's Northside basketball. Danielle Rogers trying to work it down inside. Turnaround move on the block doesn't go for Bria Hamilton. A little slow with the visiting team's names so far. 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Benton with a chance for a last shot before the buzzer. Lulu Perry with the basketball out at midcourt. Going to come to the near side, rotating around. Beckett, nice high arching shot. It's going to be a little bit too short. But at the buzzer, Maddie Sessions puts another bucket on the board. So 9-6 at the end of 1. Benton on top by 3, the largest lead of the night so far. We're right back after a 1-minute commercial break on 92.9. Welcome back to high school basketball coverage here on 92.9. Class A playoffs tonight as the Benton Lady Tigers lead the visiting Lady Vikings from Northside by 3.
Looks like we're turning up the pressure a little bit defensively.
Unfortunately, it doesn't yield any results as Tangela Edwards drains her first three-pointer of the night from the corner to tie it up at 9. Laura Owen on the far sideline, bringing the ball up the floor, trying to work it down inside to her sister, Emma Owen. She's going to be taken away. In transition, Laura Owen gets the block. Northside inbounding the ball underneath their own bucket. Going to bring it out midcourt, set the offense. Danielle Rogers being guarded by Madeline Sessions. Going to work it around. And you got to find Tangela Landry because she's deadly from outside here in the second quarter. She's got 2 3-pointers to put her team back on top by 3. It's 12-9 with just a minute off the clock here in the second quarter. Bringing the ball up the floor is Lulu Perry. She's being guarded by Danielle Rogers. Rogers not being shy about reaching in there and trying to poke it away. But Laura Owen gets the ball, dribbles into the lane, and lays it up and in for 2 points off the glass.
That was a great move by Laura.
Yeah, it was. So Coach Ward's team cuts it down to 1. It's 12-11 with 6.5 to play in the first half. Coming to the near side, Tangela Landry thinks about the 3-point shot. She's going to give it up to her teammate in the corner. Going to kick it back out to Landry out here at top of the key.
I see Coach Ward telling Katrina to get up on the Tangela girl and not let her shoot those threes anymore, obviously.
At least put a hand in her face. At least contest a little bit better. Looks like Danielle Rogers is probably going to call for the block on the far. Owen thinks about trying to do the same move she did last trip up the floor. Says she's going to kick it out to her teammate Katrina Richards. This time, Lulu Perry gets the ball, pulls up from 15 foot, doesn't go. Another rebound there by Northside.
Nice pick set by Rebecca Thompson to open up for a free throw on that for Lulu.
Laura Owen bringing the ball up the floor for the Lady Tigers. Little dribble penetration, kicks it out to her teammate. Lulu Perry going to draw the foul on Danielle Rogers. Another reach-in foul.
She's hard to guard, I guarantee you.
Trips down the floor. Rogers getting a little too greedy, putting a little bit too much body into it. And Laura Owen is going to be called for the frustration foul as she misses the easy, wide-open bucket underneath the goal on the inbounds play.
Game.
Thompson lucky she didn't get called for the foul as she sent a Northside player to the floor. But Bria Hamilton gets the pass on the baseline, lays it up and in for 2 more points, and her team goes back on top by 3, 14-11. Allie Dillon still on the bench for Coach Ward's team with 2 fouls. Nice feed into Rebecca Thompson. She just can't finish. Fight for the rebound. Rebecca Thompson's going to come up with it, and she's going to step out of bounds. Side of Lafayette. So coming out of the timeout, it's another 3 as Talana George drains one from outside this trip down the floor. It's the largest lead of the night now, 6 points.
And another missed assignment by the Benton defense.
And it's not like it's been any trickery or anything. And it looks like we're going to have a foul called against Northside.
No, they're just swinging the ball around and setting a few picks, and they're getting free looks from the 3-point line without any, serious hands in their face at all.
Checking the basketball game, Carla LeBlanc. She's going to replace Tangela Landry, who goes to the bench with 2 fouls. Benton basketball on the baseline, near side. Owen looking for the open man. They're going to pass it all the way out top of the key to Richards. Lulu Perry, looks like she's going to draw another foul on the defender. It's going to be on Quinesha Robinson this time.
Well, if nothing else, Lulu may foul both their starters out at this rate.
Play in the second quarter. Talana George bringing the ball up the floor. Near steal.
Good rebound on Rebecca Thompson's part. Good block out.
That's right. Thompson using her body right there, getting position. She's got to be careful when she's fighting for those rebounds underneath that goal. Make sure she doesn't use a little bit too much body, but that time she got in the right spot at the right time and got the easy rebound. Spin move by Lulu Perry. Shakes one defender. Shot doesn't fall. Northside comes up with the rebound. Talana George. Nice crossover dribble. Gets by the defender. Misses a little floater in the lane. Lulu Perry comes up with the rebound. Coach Ward giving a little instruction on the trip up the floor to Lulu Perry.
Yeah, they got Lulu in the corner now on this zone that the Vikings are running, and that's what I was going to say was, get Lulu in the baseline and let her drive. I think that would really create some havoc for that zone.
And right there, Lulu lays.
Really, I don't see any outstanding offense or any outstanding ball movement on the Vikings' part. It's just basically shooting three-pointers is what's got them the lead right now.
Absolutely. Rebecca Thompson picks up another rebound in the lane. Outlet pass to Lulu Perry. Perry's going to go to the floor, but Maddie Sessions is there for the rebound, and it looks like Sessions will be called for an over-the-back. It is called on Sessions. That'll be her first. 6-15 foul against Benton. So the ball will go back to the Lady Vikings. One thing about it, Benton, since it is a low-scoring affair so far tonight, they're going to have to capitalize on those second-chance opportunities. Benton missed the first shot. Maddie Sessions was there for the rebound. Her putback was a little bit too short, and unfortunately she got called for the over-the-back. At the other end, the Lady Vikings going to turn the ball over as they get called for a travel. Carla LeBlanc, being guarded by Lulu Perry, turns the ball over. A little too many steps.
Looks like Coach Ward is putting Lulu in the corner on the baseline and taking her from the point position. So I think we may see a little more. Nice three-pointer from Laura Owen.
Take a step behind the three-point line and then take another step, and that's where Laura just shot that ball from.
She likes to shoot from there, and it looks like the crowd seems to like it.
It definitely gets the crowd into the basketball game if she can hit a couple more of those from way outside, show her range. And part of the reason why she got signed to play for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, she can definitely shoot, and when she gets hot from that spot, look out, Vikings.
Talana George is going to be called for the double dribble as the Lady Tigers putting a hand in there, making her pick up her dribble, and then putting it back on the floor. Laura Owen top of the key. She's being guarded by Tangela Landry. Lulu Perry gets the ball in the wing. Goes baseline, feeds it to her teammate, Maddie Sessions.
Wow.
Sessions being huge tonight. She's got 6 points so far in this basketball game and puts her team back up all by 3.
That was a great shot by Maddie, but that was an unbelievable drive and dish by Lulu Perry.
Absolutely. Everybody likes to count points, but I'm sorry, but an assist is just as important as a 2 point.
But then they turn around on the other end and let them, pass it into the block and score an easy 2 points.
LeBlanc with the shot from the block. Benton possession. We got 25 seconds left here in the first half. Rebecca Thompson, nice move in the lane, a little too hard off the glass. And the Lady Vikings going to pick up the rebound and the chance to have one last shot going into the locker room.
I'm surprised we didn't play for a last shot with 20 seconds. Near steal by Rebecca Thompson.
But now you got a 4-on-5 opportunity for the Lady Vikings. Thompson doing a good job getting back.
4 seconds.
So at the buzzer for the half, it's Benton by 1. Tight basketball game. We knew it would be coming into tonight's game, as these teams pretty evenly matched as far as Rebecca's concerned. And so far tonight, it's been exactly what we expected. Tight basketball game. Neither team is led by more than 6, as the Lady Vikings had pushed their lead out with some 3-point shots in the second quarter. But right now, it's Benton Lady Tigers on top by 1. 20-19 as we go into the break. We'll be right back after a minute commercial break here on 92.9. Back to high school basketball coverage here on 92.9 FM KTKC. We're at the break, and right now it's the Benton Lady Tigers by 1 in what's been a tight basketball game. Numerous lead changes so far in the first half, but right now it's Benton by 1, 20-19. Let's take a look at the scores for both teams, starting with the visiting Northside Lady Vikings. So far tonight, they are led by Tangela Landry. She's got a couple of three-pointers in the second quarter, which is exactly how their team got back into the basketball game. And matter of fact, took a 6-point lead midway through the second quarter with a long-range shot. Also draining one from outside was Solana George. She has 3 points so far. Bria Hamilton with a couple of baskets underneath the goal. Giving her 4 points. Danielle Rogers off the bench with 3 points. Carla LeBlanc off the bench with 2 points. And rounding out scores for the Lady Vikings is Kim Jones with a free throw in the first quarter. On the other side, Benton does it with a lot less scores. Right now, they're led by Lulu Perry. She's got 9 points so far tonight. Now, they're playing a tight man-to-man defense on her, and so far tonight, it has slowed her. If you could say 9 points is a slow night for Lulu Perry, but yeah, when you think about it, it's actually holding her a little bit under her average so far tonight. She averages about 22 points a game. Coming off the bench, Maddie Sessions, the freshman, is got 6 points tonight so far. She's got a couple of easy buckets in the first quarter, and then a quick bucket late in the second to give her 6 points. She's just a freshman. She's got a lot of talent and a lot of promise for Coach Ward down the stretch. Laura Owen rounds out scores for the Benton Lady Tigers. She's got 5 points. She drained one from way downtown, as she also got an easy bucket in the lane midway through the second. So here at the break, it is 20-19, a 1-point lead. Slim lead right now for Coach Ward's team, and they're in the locker room talking it over. They're talking about what they have to do in the second half. It's going to have to do a lot with their missed assignments on defense. They've got an issue about getting back on defense and finding all 5 players. They're leaving somebody open almost every trip down the floor, whether it's good screens by the Lady Vikings players or just somebody not being aware of where their players going on the way down the floor. So that's what Coach Ward's probably talking it over with her team about down there in the locker room right now. And actually, we're going to take another break right here. We'll be right back in 1 minute right here on 92.9 FM KTKC. And welcome back to high school basketball here on 92.9 FM KTKC. Having a lot of fun over here in Benton tonight as the Lady Tigers playing their first round game against the team out of Lafayette, Northside Lady Vikings. And right now, Coach Ward's team holding on to a slim lead. Can't get any slimmer than this, right?
No.
It's 20-19 here at the break. Well, Alan, what have you thought about the first half performance so far?
Like I said earlier in the first half, I really believe that offensively, they're running the Vikings are running a zone, and I really think that we need to, try to penetrate that zone, offensively. I think that would be, and of course, who better to penetrate than our best penetrator than Lulu Perry, of course. Of course, they're trying to stop that, and Lulu's picking up a lot of, fouls on the opposing team with them trying to guard her. So I think, she can keep them in foul trouble, keep some of their better players on, I really think penetration is the key to offense on that side of the ball. And then defensively, I think we just need to keep from losing our assignments and really keep a hand in these girls' face at the three-point line. They're not really doing a lot of penetrating. They're just, sometimes passing to the block and into the paint when it's open, and then other than that, they're shooting up threes.
Really and truly, Northside is a little set shot team. They're not a shot off the penetration. They may dribble in and kick it out to somebody sitting out on the wing or top of the key, but really and truly, they're a set shot team. They're not a transition team like I thought they would be. They're more of a get down there and run the offense and take the shot from 15 feet, 20 feet away.
Yep, and fortunately for Benton, they haven't been, their shooting percentage has been pretty low. They haven't been hitting a lot of shots, and if they would have hit a bigger percentage of shots that they were shooting from out there, of course, it's going to be a little bit bigger margin.
Well, really and truly, if you think about it, if Northside had started the ball game like they started the second quarter, this could be a 10-point lead for the Lady Vikings.
Easily.
But luckily for Coach Ward's team, the Lady Vikings were a little late getting here, matter of fact. They didn't get it till about maybe 20, 30 minutes before the game. And I think that was a big issue with their girls not being able to hit any shots in the early going. It was a long time before they ever got a field goal. I think almost 4.5 minutes into the basketball game.
That's a huge mistake on their part. As you know,
it's all about logistics, right?
It is. It really is. Making that trip, and I assisted Coach McDowell over at Southwood, and I've assisted at Coach Ward here at Benton before. And when you go to these playoff games and you travel like that, especially when I was at Southwood, Coach McDowell, we would leave and get there, 8-10 hours before the game a lot of times, and make sure that we had all of our legs to us, and and sometimes in some cases we even went overnight. In the playoffs, we would go overnight, spend the night, rest, and play, the next day. So it's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're about a minute away from the start of the second half here in Benton, and we'll be right back after one last commercial break here at the break. We'll be back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. We got 16 more minutes of basketball to play. Quarter underway, and Bria Hamilton will step outside and drain one from way downtown and put the Lady Vikings on top with just about 5 seconds off the clock before they pull the trigger.
And again, unguarded, no hand in her face, and as long as Benton's willing to give that to them, I think they're willing to take it.
At the other end, they put a hand in Lulu's face, and she's a little short on the shot. Coming back the other way, they little shot in transition. Tangela Landry's shot is going to be a little bit too short, and Benton will pick up the rebound. I got a score update for you from Mansfield. The Lady Wolverines lead their basketball game at the half 23-12. They're having a little bit better luck icing the competition than Benton is right now.
Well, Lulu comes around the corner. Laura makes a turnaround. Great shot by Laura Owen. Good turnaround.
That may be what has to happen down the stretch. Somebody else is going to have to step up and take those outside shots and drain them, just like Laura Owen does right there on that little spin move at the free throw line. Little 15-foot fadeaway shot. That's above the bottom of the net. At the other end, another quick shot by the Lady Vikings. First shot doesn't go, but Bria Hamilton's there for cleanup work, and now she's got 9 points. Pushes the lead back out to 2 for the Lady Vikings. 24-22. Laura Owen stepping out midcourt. Stepping out to guard her is Tangela Landry.
Laura better be careful. She's just about got a push off on that one.
You want to use every part of your body, but there's that fine line between pushing off and just maintaining position.
Great rebound and second effort by Lulu Perry to put the ball back up and score.
That knocks it back up at 24 here in the third quarter. Of course, you're listening to high school basketball on 92.9 FM KTKC. We do want to remind you tonight we got streaming available on our website, ktkcfm.com. Kalana George, top of the key, is going to pass the ball over to the wing. They're going to try to work it down into the corner to Tony Woods. She's spent a lot of time on the bench in the first half with foul trouble, and they're trying to work it around.
Oh, we got away with a foul on that one.
And jump ball called.
I like the defensive effort of Laura Owen right now. She's stepping up to the three-point line and stopping the shot from their point guard. And I think we need the same effort out of some of these other girls to step up to that line.
Allie Dillon checks back into the basketball game for the first time since the first quarter. She replaces Maddie Sessions.
We got Lulu open in the corner. They're fixing to give her some double attention here.
It's one of those situations where she looks open, but she's not really, because those two defenders had her on the outside of their vision, knew that she was there. It wasn't like she was just hiding over there in the corner. Ball's deflected out of bounds. And looks like Benton defense this time. Tangela Landry with the basketball. Ball's going to be taken away.
Good tip by Allie.
Lulu Perry.
Nice 10-foot jumper by Lulu in transition.
That's one thing about it. When Lulu's jump shots start to fall like that, it's trouble for the defense because she is just so hard to guard when she's in her pull-up game. At the other end, Tangela Landry says, I can hit a pull-up jump shot too. Ties it back up at 26. That's one thing I don't think we want to see is Tangela Landry and Lulu Perry getting a shoot-off because as of right now, Tangela Landry with 8 points, Lulu with 13.
Nice three-pointer by Laura Owen.
Coach Ward wants to talk it over with her team anyway after they go on top by 2 after the made long-range shot by Laura Owen. Had her foot on the line.
Yeah,
long-range 2-point shot. But we'll be right back after a 30-second commercial break. And we're about 4 minutes into the second half, and right now it's staying just as close as it was in the first half. 28-26, Benton on top by 2. Coach Ward coming out of the timeout wants to go to a full-court press, and they're going to tie the ball up. Loose basketball. A lot of players rolling around and looking for it.
That's unbelievable. That wasn't traveling on Tangela Landry with that ball. Looked like she made about 2 rolls with it. Good pressure by Benton.
And it looks like Laura Owen's going to be called for the push.
Yep.
That's going to be the first team foul against Benton in the second half, but it is Laura's second foul of the game. Oh, another miss assignment. And Kalana George, who had plenty of time to set her feet, drains another outside shot. That's her team's 5th three-pointer of the ball game.
Oh, unbelievable move. Lulu Perry driving from the top of the key, getting it off the glass and getting an and one.
I think that just goes to show the amount of strength that she has gained from when we started watching her as a freshman to now. She's able to take that shot on the way down and lays it up and in for 2 points.
And made good on her and one. Yeah, I agree with you totally. She's gotten stronger, more confident, and in her game it shows.
Right now, Lulu Perry's got 16 points, and her team's up by 2 now, 31-29. Tony Woods, for the Lady Vikings out here top of the key. Coming to get it from her is Kalana George. She steps out for a long-range shot.
Wow. She's not afraid to pull the trigger.
That's for sure. Outside shots have been many a thing tonight.
Looked like a little reach over by Rebecca Thompson, but we got away with it.
Lulu Perry's outside shot doesn't fall. At the other end, air ball by the Vikings.
Wow.
And Tony Woods is called for the push.
I tell you what, that was a great job on Rebecca Thompson's part. She's probably the charge-taking leader on this team, and she does a really good job of it.
Actually, you're right. That makes her 5th charge that she's taken on the year that's been taken as a stat. Allie Dillon's close behind her with 3 charges. Ball's going to go to the far side. Katrina Richards feeds it inside to Lulu Perry. Perry's going to kick it back out to Laura Owen out here at midcourt. Going to try it again on the same side. Allie Dillon off the glass.
And we've got a 33-29 game, 4-point lead for Benton.
Tangela Landry out here top of the key. Going to work it to the far side.
Good job on Laura's part getting out there and keeping this girl from shooting.
Vikings going to work it down inside, kick it out to the teammate on the wing, Bria Hamilton. She's now got 11 points, double digits.
Laura didn't need any help. She even had a little help, and I'm not sure why Rebecca pulled off her man to step up and help on that one.
But Northside did do a good job that time, getting a little dribble penetration and kicking out to the wide open man. This time,
NBA 3-shot from Laura, and it didn't go.
Personally, I thought it hit the bracket up there, but anyway. And another wide open shot.
No block out on Benton part. Benton has got to do a better job of blocking out. They're jumping and leaping and got their arms up like they're trying to rebound, but as you know, you really got to put a body on somebody to.
Lulu tries one from way downtown.
Wow.
She gets her own rebound. A nice follow, but she's going to come up limping, which is not good because she's already been out once this year with a little tweaked knee.
That's right.
And she is hurting as she comes up off that one.
That's pretty amazing to shoot a three, go in and get a rebound off the glass, underneath like that. Good defense on Katrina's part.
The defense themselves going full court with the man-to-man defense this time. Laura Owen gets a nice screen from her teammate, and looks like Tangela Landry was called for the foul.
How many is that on Tangela?
That'll be 3.
3.
By my book. I missed a foul somewhere against the Lady Vikings, and I have a feeling it's on Tony Woods, but I'm not too sure about it. But that foul right there is called on Landry. That'll be her 3rd. Laura Owen at the line for 2 shots. First and 3 off the back of the iron. Owen with 9 points so far tonight, a little over her average. She averages 8 points a game and 5 assists. Assists haven't been there so far tonight, but right now her shot is. Unfortunately, though, she goes empty-handed at the free throw line, and Northside comes up with the rebound with 25 seconds left. Look for them to work it around. Well, you got to think, Rebecca Thompson's probably not going to step all the way out to the three-point line to guard that player. But nonetheless, you've got to be out there. And it looks like 2 shots for the Lady Vikings. The first one. Second one's going to be off the mark. So 8 seconds left. Benton's going to try to work it up the floor really quick. Katrina Richards pull up. 10-foot doesn't go. Rebounded by the Lady Vikings. No foul at the buzzer. So with 8 minutes to play in this basketball game, the Benton Lady Tigers cling to a 3-point lead. So that's where we are with the last 8 minutes on the clock. We'll be right back after a 30-second commercial break.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
And welcome back to high school basketball here on 92.9 FM KTKC. We got 8 minutes to play in this ball game. And what's on the line is the second round basketball game on Class 4A playoffs. Of course, one and done. It's not like Arkansas where you play a tournament. I guess technically it's a one and done up there as well, but just looks a little different.
Yeah, exactly. Do we have any idea who our next opponent could be if we get past the Vikings today?
Actually, that's one of the things that I was supposed to do before I left the office today, and never even pulled it back up to see who would be a possible opponent in the second round for these teams.
I think that the way that the way the brackets work in Louisiana, I think it would be a pretty high-seeded team. The way the brackets work in Louisiana, I think it would be a pretty high-seeded team.
Oh, this shot by Rebecca Thompson as Allie Dillon tries to feed it down inside, and Lulu gets whistled for a foul. Thompson well underneath her average. She averages 7 points a night. She's still looking for her first bucket. 3-point shot at the other end by Talana George off the mark. So we got 7.5 minutes to play in this basketball game. And Laura Owen picks up her dribble at midcourt.
Nice pass. And one by Lulu Perry. Great pass by Laura Owen.
Perry will go to the line for the 3-point play. She's already got 20 points tonight.
Well, then she's under her average, too, isn't she?
Well, yeah. Largest lead of the night now for the Benton Lady Tigers. It's 6 after free throw made by Lulu Perry. She's now got 21. She's 1 away from her average, so yep. I think she's pretty safe and probably going to secure that.
I think she will. Lulu, another thing about Lulu is she is phenomenal from the free throw line. I don't know what her percentage is, but she really is an amazing free throw shooter.
I think Northside is starting to get in panic mode. They've thrown up some outside shots that just weren't anywhere near close to being on the mark, but Benton does them a little favor and turns the ball over. Owen tries to go for the steal. They're going to get the ball in the lane. Another missed shot. And it looks like Bria Hamilton misses the putback. Benton comes up with the rebound.
Rebecca Thompson did a good job defensively to stop that putback, I believe.
Laura Owen in the corner, midcourt. Slowing things down.
It's exactly what they need to be doing, too.
Laura Owen, nice move in the lane.
Nice turnaround.
Owen now in double digits with 11 points.
You know, I think Benton's doing exactly what they need to do. Slow the ball down, get good ball control, and let the Vikings play defense.
Right now, Benton trying to work some defensive magic down here, trying to get a takeaway, or at least a stop. 15-footer from the baseline doesn't go for the Lady Vikings as Kim Jones a little too hard on her shot. Benton comes up with another rebound.
Coach Ward telling them to slow it down again with an 8-point lead. Very smart move.
Ooh, want to be very methodic. Run your offense. Look for the open man. If it's not there, kick it back out and run it all over again. And Perry will be called for the travel.
I don't know about that one. How about you?
That was close.
Oh, that's right. And I think the other thing that we're going to need to talk about here in a minute is I believe that Northside is going to turn up the pressure defensively, start full court pressing Benton, and we're going to have to be able to weather that storm.
Northside being patient themselves, trying to find the open man. They did a good job earlier in the basketball game, passing the ball around, getting some screens, and getting the outside wide open shot. This time Benton's being a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, wow. Great takeaway by Rebecca Thompson.
Owen with the ball in the backcourt, bringing the ball up the floor. She's guarded by Tangela Landry. Landry, got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls. Rebecca Thompson now with the basketball, looking for the open man. Katrina Richards has to come get it. Here on the near side, Perry, got to be careful.
Oh, she'll take him to the rack in a heartbeat, and she did. And we got an and one on that one.
Well, there's her average, 23 points now.
Amazing. She looks like a college player playing on a high school team.
Not exactly who that foul was called on, but nonetheless, it'll send Lulu Perry to the line for the 3-point play. Perry hits the free throw. She's now hit 6 in a row after missing her first one. Largest lead of the night, 11 points now for the Benton Lady Tigers. First double-digit lead of either team in the entire ballgame, 43-32. Outside shot by George doesn't fall. Kim Jones is there for the rebound. She draws a foul. Looks like she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Let's find out who the whistle's on. Allie Dillon.
You can feel the pressure. You can feel the, wow, great backdoor cut by Laura Hogan. Great pass by Rebecca Thompson. What I was about to say was you can feel the tension. You can feel the pressure being picked up by the Lady Vikings defensively. They realize their season's on the line right now.
Danielle Rogers tries one from outside. It doesn't go. Rebecca Thompson's there for the rebound. And Laura Wood's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Lady Tigers. Rebecca Thompson, nice little move to the goal.
Wow.
She's had several good moves tonight. She just didn't have any finishes until right then. And that's what part of being one of your upperclassmen is all about.
Exactly.
Knowing when to play clutch basketball as Rebecca Thompson goes to the goal, lays it up and in for her first 2 points tonight, and gives her team their largest lead of the night, 14 points. We're right back out. They leave a wide open Danielle Rogers from way downtown.
And here comes the pressure we talked about.
Found out who Benton or Northside will play in the second round. It'll be the winner of the Ruston-Opelousas game. Maddie Sessions with another bucket. She's got 8 points tonight. The freshman coming off the bench, playing big. One of her biggest ball games of the year. Katrina Richards looks like she'll be called for the grab in the lane. It is called on Katrina Richards. That'll be her first. Talking about the opponent in the next round, I know that Opelousas is a talented basketball team. They've actually beat this Northside team by, 22 points, 71-39 earlier in the season. And, of course, Ruston, very good this year.
Right.
So you don't really want to have to go all the way down to Opelousas. We'd rather go over to Ruston because it's a shorter trip. But nonetheless, we'll take probably Opelousas. It'll be a lower seed.
And like I was saying earlier, the way the brackets are, teams that, I don't know where Benton ended up around 14th, something like that. And
12, I thought.
12, okay. So the way it works out is we're going to play in the ball.
Especially when you're playing a team that shoots well from outside like the Lady Vikings do. We saw them drain some three-pointers in the second quarter and take a lead. But three-point right there coming out of the timeout doesn't fall. And Benton wastes no time pushing the ball up the floor and getting another 2 points as Katrina Richards lays it up and in for 2 points off the pass from Laura Owen.
Great half-court pass by Laura. Great, and a great little layup by Katrina.
So 16 points now. The lead for the Lady Tigers, 53-37. Northside using a lot of clock on this possession. Nice move, going baseline. Quinesha Robinson off the bench with her first bucket of the night. Perry bringing the ball up the floor for Benton. She'll draw the foul. And she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul's going to be called on Tony Woods. There's were the fouls that I was missing. They were both on Tony Woods.
Okay.
And so she's done for the night. That's her 5th foul. She takes a seat. She's held scoreless tonight by the Lady Tigers. Emma Owen checking into the basketball game for her teammate Rebecca Thompson.
Great job by the junior, Rebecca Thompson. She really pulled down some layaways and did put in some really valuable time for Benton tonight.
It's 55 seconds left on the clock, and Perry misses her first free throw. But Emma Owens there for the rebound and kicks it out to her teammate, and Lulu Perry's going to go back to the line for 2 more shots. Or actually a 1-and-1, not 2 shots.
Right.
It's only 9th team foul.
Looks like Coach Ward's about to put Taylor Beckett in. She's a junior, and she's really good from the three-point line. She's got a good shot on her. I think she played a little bit in the first half, so we may see.
To protect her senior players, upperclassmen, they got another game to play next week on Monday. They're going to play either Ruston or Opelousas if they can wrap things up here at home with 47 seconds left. They're on top by 16, 55-39. Outside shot doesn't fall for the Lady Vikings, but therefore the rebound and putback is Kim Jones. Tiffany Little pushing the ball up the floor for Benton. Has the ball deflected.
Yeah, number 2 went in for Benton also. What's her name?
That's going to be Brianna Moore.
Okay, great.
Ball rebounded by Northside, and at the other end, a little easy layup for Talana George. She's now got 8 points. Ball's going to go out of bounds right here in front of the scorer's bench, but it looks like it's going to be Benton basketball with 16 seconds left. And I think this game is pretty much under wraps. 55-43, your current score. Just want to give you an update from the Mansfield game. The Lady Wolverines are on top by 8, 38-30 over Kinder. They're going to face, if they win tonight, either St. Thomas Aquinas or Lakeside. Down here underneath the basket, it looks like a foul called on Emma Owen. Let's find out and make sure that's right.
Well, if you're going to foul them, get a good one, and that was a good one.
Got to make sure you get put in the books.
That's right.
Going to the line for three-point play is Kim Jones. Rebound's going to go out of bounds underneath the goal. So 9 seconds left, and not exactly sure what's going on, but Lulu and Laura check back into the basketball game.
Well, the only thing I can think of is I guess she wanted to, with 9 seconds, wanted them to end the game.
7 seconds. And Kim Jones comes up with the steal at the buzzer. So Benton will move on into the second round, looking at the brackets tonight to find out who they're going to play in the second round. It's either going to be Ruston or making the trip down to Opelousas. We won't know until later on tonight who that's going to be. My money is on Ruston. But Opelousas could get the upset win over there in Lincoln Parish tonight. We'll talk about what happened tonight here in Benton, though, after this quick 1-minute commercial break on 92.9. And welcome back to high school basketball coverage here on 92.9 FM KTKC. First round in the books for the Benton Lady Tigers as they get the double-digit win over the visiting Lady Vikings from Northside out of Lafayette. Final score 55-47. Maybe win double digits.
No, they got a couple of about 2 or 3 easy buckets there at the end when we sub pretty deep. But I think of course the coach did the right thing. These girls practice all year long, and it's good to see the coach put some of these girls that don't play as many minutes in the game.
Matter of fact, the Benton Lady Tigers had a 20-point fourth quarter to stretch it out, and even had as much as an 18-point lead at one time. But like you said, substitutions in the game for the Lady Tigers enabled the Lady Vikings to chip away at that a little bit and cut it down to 8 at the end of the basketball game. Of course, the Benton Lady Tigers will play Ruston Opelousas coming up on Monday night. And of course,